What gets me excited about filmmaking is seeing something develop from just an idea to something you can actually see and become potentially something powerful, or someone's story has been heard. For me, I have trouble truly expressing what's on my mind. So film for me is definitely a very good tool for me to be able to do that. Growing up in Gosnells, there was a bus stop just across the road from my house. If I needed to just get somewhere, I'll just take a step outside, jump on a bus, it'll take me to the train station. And if I relied on transport for basically everything, it was my independence, being young, not having the license yet. I had quite a bit of friends actually that were always getting in trouble with the train. They were doing something they shouldn't. So I crossed the track to get to the other platform rather than walk around. Just not getting tickets. Obviously got a few fines. Using different names, seen people do it. Like back then it didn't seem like a big deal, a lot of the things we did, but they've all learnt from it, I reckon. All learnt the hard way. I started participating in right track programs, I reckon, when I was back in high school. I stuck my hand up at the right time to be involved in the right track film. We're looking for young people who uses the trains. On the day I was asked to be interviewed, it was the first kind of experience with film. I was very interested, and I was very keen on seeing how they work, and decided this is what I want to do. I want to be a filmmaker. It was given a turn on the simulator that day, so it was taken behind the scenes basically of the actual public transport and what they do behind, what actually happens, and it gave us that opportunity as well. We got to hear from the train drivers. We got to see it through their eyes. This is their work. They get up every morning, they got to go home to their families. We was able to hear stories. We were able to kind of close a bit of a gap and bring it closer. Down the track, we got asked again if I believe it was for the conference where we're coming up with a new catchphrase, a message for the trains. I stuck my hand up again. It was actually one of my mates that actually came up with one that out of all the schools. Was tag on, tag off, don't take the trains. We both presented a speech at the reopening at Kelmscott train station. I think that would have been my first time ever doing anything like that. I never saw myself as a strong public speaker. But hearing the feedback from people that day, it helped me with my confidence. It helped me grow as a person, because I was just thinking, kind of all in this together. Even being invited to these things, it's usually things you don't actually think you have anything to do with, let alone have a say. Getting invited to the table and getting heard, maybe my voice is valued, I'm maybe important. My classmates, we painted a mural. I wasn't too sure what was going to happen with that. Then I saw it at Armadale train station one time, and I was like, hey, I did that. It's kind of like when you're a kid going back home with a painting and getting it put on the fridge. It made me feel good about myself. Yeah, I've accomplished something. I think a lot of young people probably just want to be heard. They think things don't involve them. They don't think it's their responsibility. It doesn't have anything to do with them. Why should they care? I think if they were brought on to it a bit more and say, hey, this does involve you. This affects all of us, including yourself. The kids who don't have a lot to look up to, especially in that age and adolescence, they're quite at a vulnerable age, I reckon, where, they're going to make a lot of mistakes. They don't know where their life's going to be. They're probably not thinking about what they want to be or what career they want to have growing up. So, having a program or an opportunity like I was given, it gets you involved, it gets you thinking and taking responsibility. And those young people are probably wanting to be heard. They probably want to express themselves. Give them the outlet. You might be able to get them to channel a lot of that energy that they might use to probably do a bit of chaos rather than good. I believe it can change lives.